A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
7-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
19 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
Hendricks in on the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's at the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, that it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about...
Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Cook.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
He was
that good for 22 and a 1st down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
2 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down Tennessee.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Derrick Henry. And brought down but not not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Tennessee.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
On the play. Brings up 4th and
on 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
turnover on down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And all the way to the 25 before it was hit and dropped. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Harrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Talking to safety, Eric Reed. lead. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Hill's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
By Kevin Byard.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Cousins now. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made back.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Throwing, Cousins. Being chased out left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. That's picked up by the Titans. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day, always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands.
And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great, got 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Titans.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Tannehill with the throw caught by Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook had a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That'll be complete to Cook. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Dalvin Cook turned away result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
And my goodness, another interception. And Xavier runs with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes